Welcome back, friends. We're going to do page 10 now. And somehow I cut off the beginning of the video, so I'm just re-recording the beginning of page number 10. So what we're going to use is a piece of tea-dyed paper. Now for this one I've chosen a piece of music manuscript paper. I will cut it down to 9 inches and fold it in half. And then I'm going to use a little fabric and a little lace to make a little collage. Just trimming this off a bit. What do I want? Maybe I'd add a little bit of lace. And I have this chunky rickrack. It's all over me. Looks good to me. I'm gonna just do an experiment and see if I can melt this end. See how that just melted? And now that it's melted, it won't fray. Gotta make that a little longer. I could glue that down for sure. But I'm going to do a little bit of stitching. Whoop! Oh my gosh, I got a great big long thread here. Didn't need that much. So thank you for coming to watch this series. I hope you're enjoying it and crafting along. It's hard to start a project, isn't it, when you're not sure what it's going to turn out like. Well, I mean, we never know what things are going to turn out like, but we often have sort of a idea in mind that we want to achieve. So I appreciate the trust. I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but I have made this design several times now. There was 2 journals. One was it was music themed and it had a lot of gold in it. And then there was a green one that I don't know if I ever did a flip through of it, but it was the same design, and I actually gave it as a gift to another YouTuber. I'm hoping she'll share that so you can get a look. If she has, I will put the link before. If she hasn't, it's all right. I just appreciate what she does. Just gonna do a little knot here. There we go. I could have machine sewed that. I could have glued it. I think I'm going to glue that. Not all rickraps are going to melt like this one did. It just depends on what it's made of. I know this is not old. Well, it's probably old, but not as old as, you know, some of the other rickraps I have that I've bought at thrift stores. Okay. Okay. Just add a little fabric glue. Just waiting for the glue. I can wrap this flush to the edge of the page, and I believe that's what I've done in all of the other examples. This one I'm going to leave a little area to be a tab, because I think this would be a great place to put a charm. All right, now it's got a string, glue string. Okay, that's page 10. Thanks for joining me on this little adventure. I might be able to get another page in. What am I saying? I can totally add another page. I'm going to stop for now. And if I can merge two videos together, I will. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Welcome back. We're going to do page 9 today. So page 9 asks for an invoice. I happen to have an invoice. If that's not something that you have in your stash, I will contain my desire to say, why not? But I'll just say, well, it's okay. You can substitute anything. Put in another piece of scrapbook paper. Put in another piece of plain copy paper. Whatever you got. I will trim this down so that it's 9 inches in height. Ooh. Oh, I always forget. Don't do that, Nancy. So this is 1930s. So this is going to be 8 7/8 tall. See? So flexible. So very flexible. And I'll cut that. You could probably take a look on Pinterest. There's probably something you can download, or for sure on my Ko-fi site there is a free downloadable page of a invoice from a confectioner. Can't remember. It's not retro modern, it's older, but okay. So this is going to be inside. We're going to flip it over. We're going to do the outside. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make a pocket. So the pocket is about 3 inches wide by 4 inches high. You can use a piece of scrapbook paper. You can use an index card. You can use whatever you want. I'm going to use this Christmas card. So I'm going to attach it with glue at the bottom and at the side. All right, this side I'm going to use a piece of fabric to make a pocket. So I think I'm going to, am I going to leave the edges raw? I think I will. I'm just going to cut off the serrated edge. Not serrated, pinked. Oh my gosh. It's kind of my thing, isn't it? I want it to be about 4 inches tall. Well, let's be serious here. I want it to be exactly 4 inches tall. Oh, that didn't even hardly show. Now, I think I'd like to put like a little bit of trim. What have I got? I think I can grab some rickrack. Ooh, I got this stuff. Nice. I was not aware. See, I knew I didn't put my lighter away for a reason. Yep. That's gonna work. So get some glue here. Come on, glue. Oh, it's a little short. Well, I can move it a little bit. Had it overhanging that side just a smidgeroony. Okay, that's gonna work. Now, I feel like I want to add some sequins here just to make it a little something something. Let's see what I can find here. I also have these little guys. No, I'll go in sequins. choose the big ones. There's a couple sizes here, so I'm going to choose big ones. There we go. Why are you sticking? Why are you giving me a hard time? I'm going to do a few hand stitches to make sure those sequins don't pop off. Yeah, you can use anything. You don't have to decorate the top of the pocket at all, for that matter. You could use paper for the pocket. You could use lace for the pocket. You could use a piece of ephemera for the pocket. You are free to do whatever delights you. Oops. Yeah. You're being tricky. So I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you do have any questions or curious about anything, let me know. A little bit of fabric glue. I don't want to put too much because one, I don't want it to smush through to the other side of the fabric and show. And two, I'm going to stitch down this pocket. So the purpose of the glue is just to hold it long enough to sew. There. All right, I'm going to sew this. Stitching is done. So for this pocket, this is a Tim Hortons Tim Holtz photo. I'm going to stick that one in there. This one is a little wide. I'm going to trim it down as I giggle to myself about Tim Hortons. Just like that. Slide right in there. All right, so that's page number 9. We are really moving. All right, come back soon and we will get started on the next page.